I insist that morning lawnscapes draped in moon mist exist. I'm a veteran of that visual. Morning rituals situated facing lakeside, eyes barely open, choking on alcohol tide. See, she said goodbye, and something died inside. No, that's not right. I was alive. I'd be lying if I said I was dead. When that heart beating kept bleeding when I'd mean to speak instead. Beat one, it's done. Beat two will never come. Beat two, no, not through. Return to beat one. I felt my grief could kill, that I could will a cease in breath, and so I stared at lawn and thought upon the merits of my death. Outside, ah yes, outside, there is that, isn't there? It dawns on me as my sea slowly becomes stare. The robins bob sloppily along, announcing spring and other things. He sings a song. Word has traveled through animal babble to his rambling ears, and I listened hard as this bard sung to me of a deer. So I'm a deer, sitting here on Interstate 475, still alive. Life is life, it ain't great, but I survive. I keep on, munch on lawns, dream of fawns to keep me happy, but the horns that blare warn me awake when I am nearly napping. I'm camping out in the brush, next to a traffic rush. The foliage is lush, and I'm the only deer in here, so it's more than enough. But it's tough. I met a female deer last week who got lost up in here from following Kersley Creek. That girl was a freak. A real unique little thrill, down to fuck till she got stuck in a semi-grill. What the truck? I said, instead of fuck, 'cause that's what hit her. A truck and not a fuck. This was after I did her. Anyways, that type of shit happens all time. All the kin I'm copping keep dropping like dimes. And as I chew on the food made of vines, I swear I'll take the next one of you who takes one of mine. There's a sign. It's a picture of me, and it's yellow so that humans can see. They bleep their little horns to warn me not to get hit by their jeeps and shit, and I'm like, what the fuck, I know, and I'm trying to sleep, so quit. But I seem to be the only one who learns enough, 'cause whoever shares this territory winds up as blood, crud, and fluff. They call it road grease. I call it obituary. A life here hath ceased, nothing to bury. And so, a little while ago, a mother cat stumbled upon my grove of apricot trees, kittens swelling in her like loaves of bread. She purred at me. I noticed that she bled a little in the spittle. She was tired, nearly dead. Rest your head, I said with no words, and she heard, flopped down onto my bed and purred. I was suddenly struck by familiarity absurd, and I fell asleep too, and I dreamed of the herd. The herd was countless, bountiful legion of unbroken family line, living in a much more giving world before time. They're featured in every deer's dreams, not just mine, an ancestral scene set in teeming pine. The gleaming spine of the place was procreate fast, and extend range of deer lanes from first place to last. We ruled all then, but that's the past, as the empire of man just spans much more vast. In this lasting bask of fertile, hurdleless, murderless Eden, there were 2 does apiece, at least for each buck the shuck seed in. My memory reminds me that when each day was done, I'd find peace most pleasing in the company of just one. Belly swelling with potential progeny, she lodged with me. We, being proud impending parents, sought a home alone where other deer daren't. Apparently, least populated place was a terrace at the base of sheer cliff face. We slept night one in a blanket of promises I'd told her. Morning light arrived on sight of my mate situated beneath boulder. Beeping horn. Back to norm. Bright headlights swirl like swarm. Feline friend is dead. I'd almost expected. But unlike my wife from other life, she first had ejected a slurry of furry infant kittens, smitten litter in mob's dead fur. And I felt a chance to reverse the dance and make it up to her. The songbird ceased singing then, and zinged to a different tree. I sat struck by the muck the story had dredged up in me. As I contemplated, suddenly, a scene so bizarre appeared as a deer with kitten litter cautiously skittered across the backyard. Oh, am I right?